What's up everyone? How's it going today? Justin here with another video. Now today I want to talk about something that everyone experiences when they visit a new country for the first time, and that being culture shock. More specifically though, I want to talk about reverse culture shock, which is what happens when you've been living in a foreign country for quite a bit of time and you head back to your home country and there's some stuff that is not quite as you remember just because you've been living in that other country for so long. And what kind of brought this up is that I actually got to go home to America for the first time in 3.5 years, which is also why I haven't posted anything in the past few weeks, if you hadn't noticed. But anyway, when I went home, there was definitely some stuff that surprised me and I was not quite prepared for after living in Japan for 3.5 years. So here is my list of 5 times I experienced culture shock heading back to America. Alright, so my first piece of culture shock came back to the US for the first time was actually having to use my credit card so much. And the reason this kind of surprised me was just because Japan is still largely a cash-based society. So anytime you're just going out to like a small restaurant or a small supermarket or a bar or anything like that, chances are you're going to have to pay with cash. So when I got to the US and it was the opposite where they only took credit cards, just completely threw me for a loop. Like at one time I was actually just at the self-checkout at Walmart just trying to buy like a little notebook. And I'm trying to put my $20 bill into the little bill slot, right? I'm doing this for like 10 seconds. It's not taking my $20 bill. I'm just like, what's going on? And I look up above the screen and it says, credit card only. So I put my $20 bill in, took out my credit card, all embarrassed because I'm trying to put this $20 bill into this thing for like 10 seconds. Pay with my credit card and leave all quiet, like hoping no one noticed. The next area I experienced reverse culture shock in was actually fashion. And now, of course, every country has their own kind of fashion, but going back to America, I had to just like readjust my eyes or something, I guess. I don't know how to describe it. It was just strange, which I guess is kind of what culture shock is anyway. Maybe sometimes just stuff you can't describe, just stuff you have to get used to. But there's definitely some stuff I saw in America that you don't see in Japan that much. For men, it was the guy I saw with cowboy boots and athletic shorts while I was at Walmart. I swear, it was like a train wreck or a car wreck where you want to look away, but you just can't look away. And the other thing was just wearing pajama pants outside. I've never seen those kind of things in Japan, so just seeing them again was kind of jarring. The next instance I experienced culture shock was definitely small talk. Now maybe this is just a Midwest in the US kind of thing, but when a random stranger just strikes up a conversation, give you just like 2 minutes to pass the time. Well, the first couple of times this happened to me, I completely forgot how to respond. Well, how's it going today, man? Huh? You alright there? Oh, yeah, I'm doing alright. Just a bit tired, I guess. Okay, you're all set. Your total will be $21.79. Here's 100. Oh, sorry, I don't have any change here. I can only do credit card or exact change. Now, this isn't to say that customer service in Japan is bad or anything. There's a reason customer service in Japan is famous for being so good. And that's because, well, it is. But the first couple of times I was in the US and someone tried to start some small talk with me, I definitely forgot how to respond. And may have also accidentally responded in Japanese a couple of times. Okay, so this next one might actually sound a bit weird. But when you're in America and you go to like a public bathroom, the dolls on the the dolls? The doors on the stalls don't go all the way to the ground. There's like this gap about this big in between the ground and the bottom of the door. While in Japan, the door basically comes all the way to the ground to where they're basically touching. And so for the first time when I went back to America, I thought, why? Why is there so much space? Like, actually, if you know why there's so much space, tell me in the comments below, because I'm so confused. And I actually had a hard time, not gonna lie, I actually had a hard time going to the bathroom because I felt so weird with that space there. Oh, and one other thing with toilets. The bidets in Japan are life-changing. And don't let anyone tell you they're not life-changing, because if they say they're not life-changing, they are wrong. Last on my list, and hopefully I don't catch too much flack for this one down in the comments, because I'm going to be kind of hating on my own country with this one, but it was just how unclean America is compared to Japan. Like, as soon as I got off the airplane in New York, I immediately went, what the